Hey, I want to say a word about personal discipleship, not small group discipleship, but rather one on one that turns into a small group. So, the, just real quickly, the Great Commission was given to individuals, right? And so we're supposed to be, each one of us, every pastor, um, I say with confidence, wants his people walking out of the building, going into the community, and impacting the community by making disciple makers. Right? That's what Jesus said to do. That's what we talk about in the church. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, and that's what I'm doing as a layman. So I got this guy I bumped into. Kind of knew him, and then we bumped into each other again. We had this discipleship conversation. Do you want to start meeting? He's like, yes. And so I'm ready to help him grow and then to reach other people that he's has influence with. So what I did was I put together this real simple discipleship tool. So I have given him, I'm giving him this folder with some Bible studies in it, some practical things that he can do with the people that he's going to be involved with, and inside this 31-page booklet are about 12 or 13 different Bible studies that he can lead. So he and I are going to be meeting. I'm going to walk him through this. This is the booklet that he's going to give to people that he disciples. But what I've done is I've given him this same booklet with the answers in it, right? And so as he and I talk through it, he's not going to be sitting there writing, filling in the blanks like we do when I teach a discipleship seminar. He's gonna have the answers right with him in front of him. And so, but this is the booklet that the students get, or the pastors or the adults get when I teach a seminar, and it's got my simple Bible study sheet. And before I get any further into this, let me just point out, discipleship is not that hard, but you want to use the Bible. Teach the person you're discipling how to read the Bible for themselves. All right, so that they'll always have a Bible and they can read the Bible for themselves and use this simple Bible study sheet that I've used. You can get a copy of it on bradholloway.net. It's a simple Bible study that I've gone through the entire book of the Gospels, all four of the Gospels and the book of Acts, using that simple Bible study sheet. And so we talk about what the Bible is not, or what the gospel is not, and then we clarify, now here's what it is, and we have these conversations, and we do a compare and contrast, with what the gospel is. Here's the bad news, and here's the good news, and we walk through all of this, and then we do, I've got several different ways that you can share the gospel. Here's a everybody presentation. Here's the three circle presentation where you have you can write on a napkin, draw the three circles and talk about these different ways to to explain the gospel, how you get to heaven. When you get there by works, you get there by works plus Jesus, or you get there by Jesus only. And so here's a simple way that they can share the gospel. So that's a second way. And here's some sheets that they can practice on or make copies, and as they're teaching people that they're discipling. How do I overcome temptation? How do I renew my mind and overcome temptation? Here's some simple thoughts on that for them. And so here's how we run the play. All right, so all this that we've talked about, here's how we run the play. And so we're going to think about the truth. We're going to replace the lies with truth. We're going to speak truth, and we're going to read and meditate on God's word, which is true. So here's how we do that. Here's a simple Bible study here where we talk about, this is what we think the Christian life is supposed to be like, and this is usually what it ends up being like, but this is our goal, and this is actually achievable, that we continue to follow and we grow and mature. And so this little booklet, he'll take this and he'll put it on the copier and flip it over, and he's got a Bible study ready to go. Here's another one, leadership Bible study that I've used and taught around the world, always with great impact, just because of its simplicity. And so this little booklet is what I'm going to be given to him. Here's a larger copy, a larger version of the smaller version in the back. And so we're going to be walking through this together, and he's going to be reading the answers rather than spending time filling in the blanks. We're going to be having good, healthy, ongoing conversations. Here's some apologetic material about why we can believe the Bible is true, why we have compelling evidence to believe that the Bible is true, the Dead Sea Scrolls, archaeology, so many other explanations for why we can believe the Bible. So he's going to get this in this book that I'm giving him. He's also going to get this material here, which this tab says discipleship material with the answers. Okay, so we're going to be talking through that, all that stuff that I just showed you. And then this tab is a simple Bible study sheets. So no matter where I go around the world, I'm always we teach theology, and we teach biblical theology, and we talk about apologetics and those type of things. But we're always go straight back to the Bible. And so this simple Bible study sheet that I've got in here, and I've got a couple samples for him to go by. And this is our walking through the Gospel of John together. So we're gonna read the Gospel of John together and walk through all the stories together and watching Jesus in the Gospel of John. And then here, this fourth tab, I've got object lessons and diagrams for him to be able to use. So here is the discipleship material with the answers, all right, that I just showed you the booklet. And this is a simple Bible study sheet. This is a sample for him to go by, so he can read this story and then fill in the blanks. He can have the blank Bible study sheet, which the blank Bible study sheet is right here. And then you have the one that's filled in, so he can pick any story out of the Gospels and read through that, and then see, hey, this is the model that I can go by, a simple Bible study sheet. And so the simple Bible study sheet, it says, what's the passage that I'm reading? I'll write that down. And then what's the context? And then who's doing the speaking? Who's doing the listening? Where are they located? Simple questions that they can engage the Bible the story that's in the Bible. Is there an object lesson used? And I have examples of each one of these that you can't see on this video most likely, but each one of these has a simple illustration. All right, so pastors know all these details right here. But the average guy who's reading his Bible and learning to disciple someone, he doesn't know what the context is. He doesn't know if there's an object lesson used. And so I have an explanation to take away that anxiety about, I don't know how to do this. And so we're answering. That's what discipleship is. We're answering the questions that inhibit or prohibit or keep the people from thinking that they can actually make disciple makers. And so I'm equipping him with this. And so how can I apply that? And then this, is the backside of the Bible study sheet says, what do I find that's difficult about the story that I'm reading? What do I learn about God? What do I learn about Jesus? What do I learn about people? By reading this story, what do I learn about God? By reading this story, what do I learn about people? By reading this story, what do I learn about myself? And so we're just jotting that down right there. And then the most important question is, what's the context? The second most important question is, what's the author's original intent? What did they intend for us to learn? And so this simple Bible study sheet has the context in a simple layman's explanation, and then what is the author's original intent? And then a little spot here says, how can I teach my disciple what I've learned in this story? and also got some other things for him to look at. And then this third tab here is some Bible studies that I've already done that I'm giving to him so that he can turn right around and do it. This is the Pursue Truth Bible study using the compass as the object lesson. One of the guys on my team is going to be leading this devotion on our team. I'm not the head coach, but one of the guys on the wrestling team is going to be leading this devotion right here tonight. I'm pretty excited to watch him, be able to watch him do that. Got Bible verses and some talking points to help him through that. Here's the leadership diagram, and then this one again, and a few others that we're going to have. So this discipleship booklet is going to my friend, and he's going to be able to take this with him, and it's going to answer so many questions about how do I do this and how do I do that. And I'm going to sit and watch him in the future. I'm going to watch him make disciples who are making others disciples, because I gave him what he needs to equip him and encourage him and relieve the anxiety of I don't know what to do. I'm helping him know what to do.